child that's a little, who never was even sure they wanted to have a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's interesting because I hated babies. I did not love kids when I was younger. I was like, oh my gosh, this person has siblings. If they'll just like get out of my, I was super independent, like
Yeah.
typical only child. Like
Yeah.
that was just me to a T.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I had my own kid that suddenly, and he was so tough. Like my first was so tough. And I had to get like thick skin, and I had to pull myself together when I was being judged as a parent, or when, even worse, when my child was being judged for any of his behavior as a toddler that was annoying to someone else. And it was through that, it was through learning how to better understand him, that suddenly it was like, kids are so misunderstood. Like
That's
we're
right.
so preoccupied with ourselves or how we are being reflected in our children that we are not paying attention.
That's right.
We are not seeing what their needs are. And so it made me take a look at childhood Ashley and like maybe what I needed more. And I swear now, not with every kid, but a lot of kids, I can look and be like, I feel that part of them, even when they're being raised by incredible parents. Like I can see them. And that's something that my oldest definitely brought out in me. And, just after like our family's tragedy of my daughter passing, that opened up a whole different, like almost clairvoyant connection with kids, where it was really difficult for me to be around adults for a long time. And it was like, I just want to be around kids. That's where I'm finding my most connection. I'm sure it was comforting for me, but they're just complete vulnerability and authentic way of expressing every emotion felt so much more safe to me, instead of everyone just trying to like handle me with kid gloves, or everyone trying to assess how I was feeling. Like the kids didn't care how I was feeling. They were just expressing how they were feeling. And that was just a relief for me. But like one of my best friend's daughters, who was especially connected to my daughter, she was older than her, but just, she was the baby in her family and Stevie was the baby in ours. And she just had this special connection with her and like babied her. And when Stevie got sick, like she took it just as hard as, Stevie's brothers did. And I remember the day after Stevie passed, her house was one of the first I went to go check on her. And I walked in and she just walked right up to me and she's like, how did you let her die? And then she hit me and she walked away. And it was just like, and I just walked over and her mom was like, I am so sorry. I'm like, absolutely. Like that, what I feel that. I feel that. And it was just, I just forced her into this hug and I said, I'm sorry. So yes, I love kids is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I love them and am incredibly sensitive to any pain that they're having, so.
I think especially again, because of, where you and I have spent, the bulk of our time together, it's such a place that's like fraught with folks trying to live through their kids and worried about, their kids are this like representation among about themselves. And I think by kind of definition, these kids are almost labeled as sort of like high achieving because they're like good athletes, even though they're like prepubescent, like little fucking.
So we hold them to really unrealistic standards with their emotional development. That's for sure.
You're somebody who I've wanted to, from the moment I met you and your family, I was just so kind of in awe of you guys and blown away by you guys. Like I love your family. I love your boys. Like I love them. And your son Sawyer, like I love that he wears his heart on his sleeve and he is like incapable of masking it. Like I love that. Like I love that kid.
Very true.
And I've come to love your husband. I've come to love you. I love you guys. And I think that the way in which you guys navigate sports, the way that you navigate life, the way that you navigate each other is in this thing of trying to raise a family, which is so just like laden with pitfalls and failures. You just constantly hit walls. You guys do it with this like integrity and honesty. Like you're so honest about everything and nothing is sugar coated. Nothing is, but it's always so just steeped in love, and you see it in everything, in every move every one of you guys makes,
Whew.
and I'm just so in awe of it. And it's really why, like, for like, you're like who I wanted to kind of talk to more than anyone else, on camera or off, like you and Ben, you know. And so I don't know, I guess like what is like
I have to
what
stop
is
you right there and say that's like the best compliment I've ever